How was your first year as the Carolina Panthers radio voice? Obviously, as like we just discussed, you've called big games before in various sports. You've been in front of big crowds and spoken to large audiences, but did the NFL feel different?
Yeah, it was something that I always wanted to do. I grew up on pro sports, so I found a really great niche at ESPN with college sports. But I grew up on pro sports, and I've loved football. I love calling football, and there haven't been opportunities to do NFL on radio at ESPN. There haven't been a ton of opportunities to do NFL elsewhere, but the year before, I got a chance to do a preseason game for the Broncos. I was filling in for Steve Levy. Steve had reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm doing a Monday Night Football game for ESPN during the preseason. Would you be interested in potentially jumping in for me?" He helped get my name out there with the Broncos folks. They hired me. And I remember walking away going, man, this would be so cool, whether it's preseason, if I could just get a little bit of a taste here with the NFL. And then shortly after, I find out Mick Mixon, the longtime Panthers broadcaster, is retiring. So I put my name in the hat, go through the process. They end up hiring me. And yeah, it was neat. I don't think I felt goosebumps before a broadcast in years. And I felt the goosebumps and the butterflies before the first regular season game. And it was kind of neat. It was
Yeah.
like, wow, it's cool to feel nervous again. You're doing something new and different. And it wasn't a bad nervousness, it was a good nervousness. But that challenge really, I think, sparked me a little bit. It was so cool to do something new. It was a new challenge. There is an art form to radio that I've always loved. I didn't have cable growing up, so I listened to a ton of radio as a kid, whether it was the Mets on the radio, whether it was Sterling and Kay doing the Yankees on the radio, Ian Eagle with the Jets, Bob Papa with the Giants. I listened to so much radio, and so it was nice to go back to the roots of radio, which is what I did in college, and you can paint with that fine brushstroke. So I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The season was about 7 different odysseys in one, but a team that started 1-5 was playing for a playoff spot in week 17. It was wild. People at the Panthers were telling me you probably saw 4 or 5 seasons wrapped up in one season in 2022.